Hey everyone, God bless you. So today we'll be talking about 7 things men need to provide. All right. So we've always had the misconception that, once a man is able to provide money for the family, that's just fine. I mean, you can provide money, you feed your children, you feed your wife. That's okay. But there are lots more. All right. So we're talking about 7 things that a man needs to provide for the family. And one of which we're going to begin with spiritual oversight. All right. You see some families where it's the children that pray the most, or it's even the wife that pray the most. You've heard stuff like, women like to pray, or some men even go as far as saying they want to get married to a very prayerful woman. I mean, one who loves to pray. That's fine. It's beautiful, okay, to want to get married to a woman who loves to pray. However, it is your own responsibility as a man to be the head in terms of spiritual coverage in your home. You must take that role of a priest in your home. So looking for a woman who loves to pray, all because you want her to be the one in charge of prayer or your spiritual life, you feel okay, that will be covered, it's wrong. All right. Or leaving the part of prayers to your children, you just want them to be the one to always pray for the family. That is very wrong. So a man must be able to provide spiritual oversight. You must be the one to take charge. All right, you must take the lead in that aspect. So what you do will not determine what children will copy or what they will take after. So you must take full responsibility of your spiritual life. So your wife is able to look at you and she looks up to somebody like this, like, I want my spiritual life to also grow. Seeing my husband grow, they have somebody who leads them in that aspect. Women are genuinely very happy and excited when they see that they have a husband who they can look up to in terms of spiritual activities, in terms of prayer, what study life. You know, they have the tendency to even grow more when they look up to their husband. And trust me, women yearn for men who can lead them in that aspect because they even regard and respect them more. So you must be able to take charge of the spiritual activity that happens in your home. You must lead in that aspect. You must take the lead. So as a man, the first responsibility of what you should provide is not money. The first thing is spiritual oversight. Your children, your wife should be able to look at you and copy from you. When you are lazy in terms of spirituality, it will definitely affect them. Research also shows that when men take charge of spiritual activity in their home, it impacts the family 90%. Yes, and when women take charge, it impacts the family 70%. So you see, that of the man is higher. So you must be able to take the responsibility and let the family look up to you in that regard. All right, so the second thing we'll discuss is finance. This is very, very important. All right, it's very important. So you as a man, you should be able to provide financial support for your family. Yes, so I don't advise any man to go into marriage when you don't have flow of income, you don't have money coming into your family. Don't do that. Yes, you shouldn't put your family into the situation whereby they can't enjoy life. You see, there are many women in marriages feeling, they're regretting why they even entered into that marriage because everything is going haywire. They don't eat well, they don't wear good clothes because the man is not actually able to provide. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the woman cannot also support the family financially. She can, she should, but it is also the man's responsibility to provide financial support for the family. Yes, it's one of your responsibility. You should be able. It's very clear in 1 Timothy, the Bible talks about that a man should be able to provide financial support for the family. Yes, you should be able to bring food. We have basic needs. Yes, you should be able to provide those things for the family. Let your family be comfortable first. All right, we have a lot of men who go out spending money, maybe giving to church, giving to friends and extended family and all of that. Why their family it's not affected by their finance. You see, so at the least, all right, you should be able to first feed your family, make sure they are comfortable first, all right, before even thinking of giving to outsiders. That is very, very important. You should be able to put your family in a comfortable place, first. This is very important. If you don't have a job, get one. All right, so don't ever think of engaging into marriage, thinking of getting married, bringing a woman into your life when you don't have streams of income. You should be able to already set that. That should already be in place before bringing a woman into your life. No woman wants to suffer. All right, so you should be able to, even if you don't have something big right now, you're not earning so much, that is what I mean, but if you have something doing and then you have a vision that you believe that, okay, later in the future it will be big, it will come out very big, all right, you should be able to cast your vision to your wife. All right, so a lot of women want to hear, what's the plan, what do you have for us? They need something to be able to nurture and build together with you. So don't bring a woman into your life, you don't have vision, you don't have a job, there is nothing coming in, and then you want her to be comfortable. Seriously, no. So that woman is going to, if possible, frustrate you in that home. So as a man, what you need, the second thing you should be providing for your family is financial support. This is very, very important. So the third thing I want to talk about is emotional intelligence. You see, a lot of men don't actually, they don't have emotions. It's not like it's something that they do intentionally. No, that's not it. It's not in their original design. All right, so it's not something that is inbuilt for them. So, but as a man, you have to put yourself in that place where you intentionally build your emotional life. Okay, so it might not be useful to you, but trust me, your wife is going to benefit a lot from it, because a lot of men just feel once I give her money, it's okay, she has eaten. No, that's not it. You see, as a woman, we love when you're able to understand our emotions, because a lot of men are so ignorant about this. They just feel I've given her a car, given her what's money, that's fine. No, that's not fine. You should be able to give her emotional balance. She should be able to confide in you and say, okay, look at how I feel at the moment, and then you understand with her. Because when women are crying, some men are shocked, like, why is she even crying now? I mean, for this small thing. No, that's not it. You should know that women are emotional beings. Okay, so you are logical as a man, you think from the place of logic, but the woman is not like that. And that is the reason why you should be able to build yourself, and then you should understand her emotions and be able to work with her. Because a lot of men that don't understand the way women think, they end up frustrating themselves and frustrating the woman. You see, there is no way you can actually build a happy home if you don't understand that a woman is an emotional being, and you must work with her like that. So you hear some men saying, why will you be feeling like that? How you feel? Why? It's her feeling. You cannot take away her feeling from her. Whether she's feeling is just that. This is the reason why a lot of women can't actually trust their husband or even confide in them, because they feel this man will not just understand. He can't understand where I'm coming from. And it's true, a lot of men are not ready to learn to understand woman. They don't want to even learn to understand the way a woman thinks. There is a particular way a woman thinks. Men and women are different. They are not the same. So as a man, you must understand that your wife or the woman in your life is an emotional being, and understand from that perspective. You can't take away the way she feels. This is very important. You can't even tell her to silence it or don't think like that. No, you can't do that. As a matter of fact, the moment you start arguing with her about the way she feels, you've complicated the whole matter. So please, as much as possible, you must train yourself as a man to understand the way a woman thinks. Learn to know, okay, from what view are you speaking? From what aspects? So you put yourself in her place and then understand that this is emotion speaking. Alright, so she cannot be thinking like you. So don't try to relate with her as though she's a logical being. That is very, very important. So the third thing we'll be talking about is physical perfection. All right, so as a man, you should be able to provide physical perfection for your family, for your wife. This is very, very important. We've seen a situation whereby I saw one few days ago whereby they were about to a man was about to harass the wife. The man and the wife, they were working together. Another man entirely was about to harass the wife, and then the man ran away and left the wife. I mean, that is so, why would you do that as a man? This is somebody you're supposed to protect. As a man, you should understand that you're supposed to protect your wife. You're supposed to provide protection for her. Women love security. They want to know that they are secured with you. All right, so it's a responsibility. The Bible said this woman that God has given to you, it's your responsibility as a man to cultivate her. You are building her. All right, so when you're cultivating someone, you are nurturing the person, protecting the person from harm and every form of destruction. So the man ran away from the wife. I mean, and then the person who was harassing the wife even called the man back and then gave him everything he had, because the man actually snatched her bag from her and some other things. So the lady she just surrendered everything and said, okay, take. Then the guy said that's not all, that the woman should follow him. The woman followed him, and then he was like, why did that man run away from me like that? Who is that man? And then the lady said, it's my husband. He was like, are you sure? So later on, the woman was trying, they collected the woman's phone. The guy was trying to call the husband, and then before you know it, the man refused to pick, and then he even switched off his phone. You see, so you shouldn't put yourself in that situation whereby your woman is not sure if you can even give her that coverage or that security. So as much as possible, you should be able to prove to her that, okay, I can protect you at any time, at any point at all. I'm there for you. I should be able to shield you, whether from physical harm, even in terms of, there are places where you hear people speaking against your wife or your family. You should be able to stand and protect them. You should be able to stand and make sure people are not easily comfortable to speak against your family or your wife and your children in your presence. No. So you should be able to protect them physically. All right, so don't get comfortable with such harm coming to your family, and you are there as a man. So when the Bible said you are the head, this is what it's talking about. All right, so you should be able to stay at the forefront, so protect and shield them from every form of harm that is coming to them. You're not just the head because you are there to want to oppress them. You want to show them you are the head, to want to discipline them, and not at all times to want to shout and tell them, oh, give me 3, 4, 5 pieces of meat. No, it's in terms of responsibility. So as a man, you should be able to ensure physical protection and provide stable environment for your family. This is very, very important. So the next thing we'll be talking about is guidance and direction. This is very, very important. So as a man, you should be able to provide guidance and direction for your family. Trust me, a lot of women want you as a man to be able to cast a vision before them. I mean, where are we going to? You can't tell me you got married to me, then you have not told me where we are going to. In the next 4 or 5 years from now, where should we be? Where should our family be? Don't, even as a woman, don't marry a man who doesn't have a vision. Don't do that. Imagine you enter a vehicle, all right, and this man is the one driving the vehicle. If he's just driving you and driving everybody without direction, I mean, we don't know where we are going to. You are just going. Tell me, where will you land as a woman? So you see that a man should be able to communicate his vision to you. Tell me, where are we going to? And then he should be able to guide you appropriately. He should be able to tell you, this is where I want to be. This is where our finance will be. This is where our family will be in the next 4 or 5 years from now. If a man cannot communicate his vision to you, I bet you in the next 4 or 5 years of your life, this man will still be struggling on what he wants to do. So as a woman, you should be very careful. So as a man, you should be able to provide guidance and direction. You should be able to guide your family on where we want to be. And then this brings me to the area of how a man also guide and direct his wife. Because I've seen a lot of men spoil their wife. It's good. I will explain. All right. There's a big difference between when you pamper your wife and when you spoil your wife. Men, don't spoil your wife, because I've seen situations whereby a man is not able to tell his wife the correct thing to do. Yes, you can pamper your wife, buy her stuff, take her places, but then you should be able to tell her the correct thing to do. You see, for instance, if a lady have, let's say, misunderstanding with somebody else, all right, and then she brings the matter to the husband, and then seeking for the husband's opinion. As a man, the tendency for you to want to join your wife is there, but however, you should be able to direct your wife and tell her the correct thing to do. The moment you're spoiling her, you don't want to correct her, you don't want to direct her on the path to go. You think you're actually doing her good, but no, you're not helping your wife in that regard at all. All right, so I've seen a situation whereby my husband will tell me, this thing you're doing right now, fix it. All right, in as much as you're complaining that this thing happened, this person did this thing, so you go and fix it. But I've also seen a situation whereby the husband will tell the wife, he will even be the one to put fire and say, Mom, don't ever talk to this person again. Scatter, do it like this. Why would this person be talking to you like this? Why would this person call you in this manner? Why would this? Which is very wrong. You're supposed to be able to direct your wife or your family in the best way, by which it will bring out the best in them. Tomorrow this person is better. Tomorrow people look up to this person. It's because of the person who is the head, the person who is directing her, who is directing the family. So they are not just looking up to you for financial support, and the spiritual oversight, the spiritual coverage is for you to be able to direct and lead them appropriately. And not that when they bring matters for you to resolve, you'll be the one to add extra spices to make the whole thing look very terrible. That is very wrong. So as a man, you should be able to guide your family. You should be able to direct them in the way of the Lord. Proverbs 22 verses explain that explicitly. It tells you to be able to direct your family in the way of the Lord. So as much as possible, as a man, you should provide guidance and direction for your family. Set clear boundaries from what you know will affect them, and provide wisdom, the wisdom of the Lord, to be able to direct and protect them. This is very important. So the next thing we'll be talking about is love and affection. This is very, very important. A man should be able to provide love and affection for the family, for the wife. All right. The Bible says in Ephesians 5:25, it said, husband, love your wife, even as Christ also loved the church. It's very clear. It said, husbands, love your wife, even as Christ also loved the church. So you must be able to provide love and affection for your wife. All right. And how do you do that? You know, there are a lot of men that just feel, okay, we've talked about emotional intelligence, which is one of the ways you can actually show your wife or prove to her that you love her. Now, the Bible said, men, love your wife, even as Christ loved the church. So you should find out, how did Christ love the church? How did Christ love the church? It said that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word of God. All right. It said that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot. You must be able to show your wife love and affection. Very important. You must be able to verbalize love. I mean, I'm always surprised when I hear men saying, oh, she knows I love her now, she knows I love her, so there is no need to say it again. You must say it over and over and over again. Keep saying it. At all times, learn to tell your wife, I love you, and appreciate her. Don't just say it, oh, I know in my heart, she already knows. No, oh gosh, she doesn't know. Say it to her as often as possible. Verbalize love and appreciation to your wife, and learn to spend quality time with them. This brings me to the next one, which is the last one for today. Men, this is very, very important. You must learn to give your wife attention, time and attention. This is very important. There are many women out there that their love language is quality time. Also, you must learn to love your wife based on their love language. If their love language is quality time, spend time with them. If their love language is gifts, for instance, do that. All right, do that. Buy gifts or help them with house chores if that is what they love. All right, as much as possible, you must learn to appreciate them based on what they love. Don't love them from what you like, from your own angle. You say, this is what I like to do. No, you're not loving yourself. You're loving somebody else's, who is your wife. So you must learn to work with them based on what they love and appreciate. So spend quality time and prioritize family time together. All right, prioritize family time together, engage in activities together, and attend important events together. This is very important. So as much as possible, if this video was helpful to you, like, share, and also subscribe if you haven't, because if you do that, it will help this video to get to a larger number of people or community. So please do that. Thank you very much.